back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Saints, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Darnold. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 70. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan. No doubt about it, a really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's Javon Kinlaw busting through it. He sticks him behind the line. The Panthers had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first two games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Darnold. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
They're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Garoppolo's throw complete there to Thomas. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Darnold. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Taken down by Pete Werner.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Darnold. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutt's to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
So the completion gets them just a yard, and that will bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on second down. Darnold. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Darnold on first down. That's caught. It's Shi Smith. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On first and 10, Darnold. That caught by Tremble. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Darnold from the red zone now. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Darnold on target to Moore for the Panther first. They'll look to throw. Caught on the slant. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal. Now Darnold. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Darnold. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Touchdown, Panthers! Christian McCaffrey. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. 14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. Here's Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Darnold now to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, Darnold loses it. And the offense does cover at their own 5-yard line. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. From the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they get
touchdown. Ian Thomas from 19 yards away, and the Panthers get a bit closer. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. We'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. With this squad, they're in position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. To throw, Mayfield. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They go play action. Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Garoppolo. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. This is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Quick throw to Olave. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. That's Olave bringing in another one. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Play fake. Mayfield. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Mayfield. Complete. Smith has it. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
He's got the connection to Moore. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the 1st. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Saints are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. They run it again with Kamara. And down he'll go at the 25. That one a first down pickup of 8. Up the middle, Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Got an open man, it's Olave. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box. And there's nowhere to run the football.
Tries the left side and finds Olave. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Lutz is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared.